Habari Gani, welcome to day 5 of Kwanzaa. What is day 5? Nia, which means purpose in English. So, Habari Gani, Nia, correct. All right, and we invite the ancestors always to join us throughout our day, throughout our week, and throughout our lives, whose blood flows through our veins, upon whose shoulders we stand, and whose vision we fulfill. African American culture has always believed that each individual life has purpose and meaning, and collectively, we have impact. Collectively is where our strength lies. And so we've got our candles lit. Today we'll light the 5th candle, which would be the 2nd green candle. And let's talk about purpose. Purpose means that we have a collective or collaborative goal of building and developing our community in order to restore our people to their traditional greatness. And I wanted to share about some people from history. You might have heard of George Washington Carver, born 1861, died 1943, a few years before my parents were born. An inventor and scientist. During his time, Carver was one of the most prominent inventors and scientists. Using the peanut, Carver discovered over 300 products, which included plastics, gasolines, and dyes from the peanut. As a great plant biologist, Carver made many groundbreaking discoveries, focusing on certain crops such as sweet potatoes, peanuts, pecans, and soybeans. Things that we also know are beloved in Africa and are present here in the United States. In 1916, Carver was given a rare honor for any American by becoming a member of the British Royal Society of the Arts. He became the first African American to have a national monument dedicated to him. His laboratory was located in Alabama, the Tuskegee, you might have heard that before, the Tuskegee Institute. 1861, born a slave. Who else? Alexandre Dumas, another great name for you to look up if you're not familiar with him. Born in 1802 and died in 1870. He's an author and playwright. Dumas is best known for his works of The Three Musketeers, which was published in 1841, and The Count of Monte Cristo, published in 1844, and La Tulipe Noire, which was published in 1850, all before the Civil War. He is one of the most well-known and advanced writers of the 19th century, with many of his works considered classics today. We've heard of them, I'm sure. And the list goes on from there. Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., born 1929, died 1968, gone too soon. One of the youngest persons to win the Nobel Peace Prize. His Washington, D.C. address of I Have a Dream, given in front of 250,000 people, is seen as one of the defining moments of modern history. Yet he endured arrests, having his home bombed, physical abuse, emotional abuse, and was eventually assassinated. Gone too soon. But purpose is our focus today, and in these people's lives, however long, however short, served a purpose. Sarah Good, born 1855, died 1905, was an inventor, first African American woman to receive the United States Patent and Trademark Office. She received a patent for her cabinet folding bed in 1885. Today, the bed is known as the hideaway bed. The invention was created so that it could fit in small spaces, and it could be maybe turned into a desk or something during the day, so it wouldn't take up so much space. Good mainly created the bed in order to better serve her customers, many of which lived in small apartments and did not have room for a bed and other furniture. Along with her husband, Good owned a furniture store. Purpose. I'll share just a few more. Jan Ernst Metzger, After immigrating to America, Jan became an apprentice in a shoemaking business. When she noticed all the problems shoes had, she invented the lasting machine, which would stitch the sole of the shoe and make the shoe making process much faster. She received a patent for this invention, and the machine could make around 700 pairs of shoes in a day, which is about 10 times the amount a person could do. Because of this invention, Jan became the founder of Consolidated Lasting Machine Company. Made shoes affordable, which made them more accessible. Louis Latimer, born 1848, died 1928. Engineer and inventor, enlisted in the American Civil War at the age of 16 after lying about his age. He was given an honorable discharge. While working at a patent law office, he taught himself mechanical drawing and drafting through observing the work of others. He helped draft the telephone patent for Alexander Graham Bell. Probably you've heard of him. He worked for Thomas Edison and Hiram Maxim on the development of the incandescent lighting. He also created and patented a filament which produced a longer-lasting light bulb. Many believe Edison stole Latimer's and others' ideas when inventing the light bulb, because we know a lot of people were working on that at the time. Lewis helped establish the first electric plants in New York City, Philadelphia, and Montreal, which is in Canada, and he received 8 patents during his life, with his first one being in 1874, when he improved the water closets on the passenger train cars. Water closets are bathrooms. Purpose. Last one for this video I'm going to share is, and I don't know how to pronounce it, Imhotep. This is before the common areas. This is a long time ago. Chief architect, this group of people are considered the chief architects of the world's first monumental building, the Step Pyramid. They also developed medical texts describing 100 diseases and 48 injuries, which is still considered, they're still considered highly influential by physicians today. They treated diseases such as gout and appendicitis. They believed diseases occurred naturally and were not punishments or curses from the gods or spirits. Today, many physicians feel that this particular person, Imhotep, and his civilization, his empire overall, are the real fathers of medicine. Sir William Osler, one of the 4 founding professors of Johns Hopkins Hospital, said he is the first figure of a physician to clearly stand out from the mists of antiquity. So Africa was not in the Dark Ages. They were definitely developed, civilized all across Africa, various empires. This is just one. And I mentioned it in the last video, but hey, check out Urban Intellectuals. They bring you this great content and others. And it's a good minority-owned business for you to support. So we thank you for joining us. We thank the ancestors for joining us. Blood flows through our veins, upon whose shoulders we stand and whose vision we fulfill. Habari Gani, Nia.